Did you know there are brain rots that were completely finished but never made it into the game? Some were scrapped because of votes, others disappeared without any explanation, and one could even be removed today due to copyright at any moment. Today, I'm going to show you several banned and deleted brain rots that almost nobody knows about, including designs we'll probably never see again. So stick around until the end, because some of these cases are pretty crazy. Let's start with the first one. Number 1. Dragon Cannelloni. You probably know this one since this brain rot was already made and everything. Clearly, it came from a poll on Sammy's Discord server, which means it was already prepared. As the name suggests, it's an ice dragon wearing a Santa Claus outfit, and it was competing against the gingerbread dragon Cannelloni. He put both options in a poll that said, which dragon should we add to the fusion machine? People voted and the gingerbread dragon won, while the ice dragon was completely discarded, basically eliminated. You could say it was banned from the game by the community itself, since they chose the other brain rot. Personally, I would have preferred the ice dragon. Visually, it looked better to me and fit the season more, although obviously the gingerbread one also matched Christmas. Still, Sammy could have done something like giving it a chance to be either one, not adding both, but a 50-50 outcome, like a mutation that changed the color or something. Some people already knew this, but I wanted to include it in this banned list because many of you mentioned it in the comments. As you know, if you want me to include something you mention in another part, leave it in the comments. I'm always paying attention for future videos. Number 2. Santa Drama. As you can see, it's kind of like a Christmas tree creature. Honestly, I didn't know about it, but I saw it in a video by Fulton. It literally says the brain rot was finished and simply got banned from the game. We don't know why it was removed. It never appeared again, and nothing else was said about it. Personally, I thought it looked pretty good and would have fit the Christmas season really well. The old sour combination. Here I'm showing you a screenshot. It said this was the first version of the sour combination and that the current one is the new design. The one I'm showing would be a deleted design that was never officially added to the game. Personally, I prefer the old version, but more polished, with less disturbing edges because they look a bit strange. Visually, I don't love it, but I think keeping that version with some adjustments would have been a better choice. Next one. Ganganzeli Trulala. This brain rot is mythical, generates 9,000 money, and costs 4 million. You might be wondering, why is this one here? Well, it appeared in the first fusion machine. There have been rumors for a while that they want to ban it due to copyright, like the creator wants money for using the character. So people say Sammy might remove it. Something similar already happened with Tong Tong Sahur, which was removed because of copyright, not directly by the creator, but because a company claimed the name itself. So this brain rot could disappear at any moment. Right now there are only a few units, and if it gets removed, they'd become completely rare items in the game. Removed mutations. This isn't exactly a banned brain rot, but I wanted to include it because it's an interesting fact. The mutations weren't actually removed, they were redesigned. For example, Candy used to cover the entire brain rot, but now it blends more with the design. You know what I mean? It matches the character better. It doesn't look as disturbing or weird as before. Now it looks more polished and well made. Grinch and Santa. This is another one that was supposed to come out during Christmas. Basically, it was a brain rot that got left out of the holiday event in this brain rot game. Personally, I really like the design. It looks very polished and well done. The screenshot said it would be OG and generate 1 quadrillion. Obviously, I don't think it would have generated that much, but it still would have been a great brain rot and would have fit the season perfectly. I even think it would have been better received than some of the ones that actually released during Christmas. Oka Orloje. The brain rot you're seeing on screen was supposed to come out when the crafting machine was in the game, the one where you had to combine multiple brain rots to craft a new one. This brain rot was already finished inside the game, and it was going to be crafted using 2 Viciosinis and 2 Grande Combinaciones. It was said to generate 250 million per second and be worth 8 billion. The strange part is that we know it actually existed because Sammy talked about it, but no one ever found out why it was banned from this brain rot game, and it was never added in the end. Pretty weird, since it was already completed and the creator himself confirmed it existed, but they still decided not to release it. Developini Brazilian Espidini. This brain rot was in the game a long time ago. It was an administrator rarity brain rot. It generated 25 billion and cost 1 trillion. This brain rot had a very special feature. Only administrators used it. It was exclusive to moderators and game admins, which meant regular players basically had no way of getting it. But after some time, nothing else was ever said about this brain rot because the creator decided to ban it from the game's entire history, and there isn't much information about why. With this screenshot I'm showing, you can get an idea of what it looked like. It was used only by administrators. Racconi Yandellini. This BRAINROT came out during the admin abuse war when this BRAINROT game was competing against Grow a Garden. I've talked about this BRAINROT before on the channel and also in the Rare's video, but let's continue. This BRAINROT didn't have anything special. It didn't generate much. It was common, basically insignificant. Here's the important part, the reason it was banned. It was meant as a mockery of the creator of the other game during the admin abuse conflict. Because of that, it was banned from the entire platform and never appeared again. Almost nobody has this BRAINROT. It spawned only once and then disappeared from the game forever. King Coleslaw, a finished character that never saw the light of day after the Nyan Cat case. Now we move to what is probably the most mysterious BRAINROT of all, King Coleslaw. What makes this character so strange is that it was completely finished. It wasn't a concept, a drawing, or a discarded idea. It was programmed, designed, and ready to release. According to internal leaks, it generated around 250 million per second, although that was never officially confirmed. The only certain thing is that it was extremely powerful. What's unsettling is that despite being finished, the creator removed it from the records without any public explanation. Cocodrilini Pennicini, removed for an obvious reason. Cocodrilini Pennicini is the perfect example of a character that didn't need an explanation. Its name was inappropriate for a Roblox game, which made it an immediate risk. It appeared for a very short time. Almost nobody even saw it, and it was removed within hours or days. There's nothing more to say. It was deleted because the name violated platform rules. No conspiracy behind it, just a quick decision to avoid problems. Chimpanzini Spiderini, a redesign caused by controversy. Chimpanzini Spiderini wasn't exactly deleted, but it disappeared as an identity. The original design created a lot of discussion. Some people said it looked like a mockery of a specific creator. Even though it was never fully confirmed, Sammy decided to redesign it completely. The result was Spiderini, a more neutral version that fit the game's style better. What's interesting is that Sammy publicly said the previous design would never return. Statuino Libertino. When a redesign erases a character, Statuino Libertino was, for a time, one of the most recognized BRAINROTs. It was a solid character, literally and figuratively. A statue with strong presence in the game. What many people don't know is that the original version no longer exists. These were its initial stats. It generated 75,000 per second and cost 20 million. It was well balanced and useful, but the creator decided the design didn't fit the visual direction of the game, so a complete redesign was made. The replacement was Unclito Samito with much higher stats. It generates 390,000 per second and also costs 20 million. The change was so big that Statuino Libertino completely ceased to exist. It wasn't kept as a variant, an old version, or a secret. It simply disappeared. It was one of the first cases where the community realized that in this game, no character is guaranteed to stay forever. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and want more content about banned BRAINROTs, curiosities, and game secrets, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next uploads. Make sure to leave a like because it really helps the video reach more people, and share it with your friends if they're into this kind of content too. As always, thanks for all the support, and I'll see you in the next video.